Being divorced is not fun. As a divorcee, when you go your separate ways as a woman, the guy can have many women. But as for you, especially if you have children, every can Harry who want to come and pitch their tents
Are you
in your
serious?
house, because now they know that you have children, you don't have a husband anymore. So they can now be dumping their nonsense on you. Because when I got divorced, this was one of the things that made me to say, Lord, I messed up. I know I've messed up. But you have to be merciful to me. You have to give me another chance. Because when I look at, I was single. I was a single parent for 2 years. 2 years after divorce, I was single. And I can tell you, the kind of men that was talking to me, approaching me, because I'm a divorcee, they were men that on a good day they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's because I have now been titled as a divorcee.
Yeah.
Oh, now especially if in an African setting,
It looks like they're doing you a favor also. But
exactly. That's where you start to pay for their fuel for their car. You buy them food. They come to your house. They use your internet. They use everything. And at the end of the day, they get down with you.
Wow.
And then they use you as a bus stop that they can come and go. I don't think people realize the pain that it takes away your sanity when especially oh God, this is why I don't understand why somebody will be a divorcee and will want to be a side chick to a married man. Because this married man will come, do everything that he has to do with you, then go back to his wife. You're still left alone.
Yeah, but it's only a married man that's going to come to a divorce. A young guy that's never been married before, in most cases, if he's serious minded, he's a responsible man, he will not go to a divorce. A lot of young guys are out there looking for husbands.
And there are also let me there are young ones who prefer to have someone who has children and who was once married because they consider them to be experienced and mature.
Yeah, but in rare cases.
In rare cases, yeah.
Not like the way ladies are painting it out there, like, once you divorce your husband, you just come out, you just get another husband.
For weird.
Guy.
All this is based on ignorance.
Yeah.
Because if you have never been there, you will never know what the people that have been there are going through. And if you have been there and you're giving advice to the young ones who have never been there, then you're damaging them. Because you should be able to tell them the lonely nights, the time when you come home from work and nobody to help you to attend to your children. You have to do this, take care of the children, you have to take care of the bills, you have to take care. All those things, you're not adding them together to let them know that, listen, the guy may be promiscuous, he may be ladies' man, but if he step out, if you ever leave that marriage, these are the things that you need to be prepared for. Are you willing to do this?
Sure.
Because if you don't prepare for it, it will break you, and you will be, man. It's not that easy to get a relationship like that, especially a serious one that will actually honor you, take care of you. And people these days, really, let me people these days don't want to take on somebody else's old baggage.
Yeah.
Ladies out there, take this advice from Lady Ola at 58.
She's 58.
It's a birthday gift for you if you want.
Okay, so first and foremost, recently I was talking to somebody. These things, there's no one size fits all. If it's not like everybody that is a divorcee must have to go through this wahala. For example, I've seen women who have left the first marriage, they born 2 children. Somebody married them again. They born 2 children for the second marriage. They come out, go the third marriage. Would up on 4 will go third marriage, and single people never see husband. Sometimes we really don't understand the laws that these things work with. But all things being equal, this woman is very correct. I have 2 sons. The kind of stunts my son pulls in my house, when I smile, they sort them out. If my wife can't call that marriage, work. No. You know, how my son not break my phone screen, and I don't have a choice. I still laugh with him, daddy. I know he goes there, ask me for ice cream, I go still buy him. If it was not my son, say they carry and come, he no go funny. So most times when I talk about marriage separation and divorce, one of the things I think is, if they go, which man would they meet that would take care of this son the way I'm willing to take care of him? You know, it's not easy for both sides. Even the men, you look like, okay, he can find somebody else, it's still not easy for him. You would have to struggle with yourself for a very long time, you know. But anyway, let's think about this thing truly well. The level of divorce we're seeing these days is very high, and the ladies that are getting divorced are not telling people who are still in marriage the truth. They want to drag everybody to come to their zone so that everybody will suffer together. That's a devil character. It's not funny. Those things the man is doing for you now that you think is nonsense, when you come out, you will not say that big deal. And even you, the man, those things your wife is doing now, you think that nonsense. When you come out, you don't say nothing the outside do. Now does be the powerful the outside do. But it's alright, God help us.
Everything that this woman said is the truth and nothing but the truth. But then again, if you mistakenly find yourself, or unfortunately you are in a toxic or an abusive marriage, I think the best thing is to leave that marriage. And it is better to be a single mom than to be a dead mom. Yeah, it is better to be a divorced woman than to be a dead woman. Everything she said is valid. Of course, I'm not a fan of divorce. I don't support it. But there is a level a relationship will reach, or a marriage will reach. It is best you pick your stuffs and leave. I overheard a lady advising women, if by any chance that marriage ends, that you should not live with the children. You should live alone. I don't know why she said that, but her point is, if you try to take the place of a man in the life of those children, you will wear out. Yes, you will not be able to do it. And by the time you understand what is going on with your life, you might start sleeping with other men just to be able to provide for your kids. You'll be doing a lot of things just to be able to feed your kids. So if anything happens to your marriage that you should not go with your kids, leave the kids with the children. But that's not what I'm talking about today. She knows the reason why she said so. But then again, to be a single mom is not a bad thing. It is best you come out of a toxic or abusive marriage alive than coming out as a dead person. It is better you return to your parents' house alive, healthy and hearty, than to return in a coffin. Alright, back to this very video. It is not easy for both the man and the woman to move on after a relationship or a marriage has ended, especially if kids came out from that relationship. Most people, especially women, when they're having little misunderstanding with their husbands, people will tell them, it will be so easy for people to advise them to leave that marriage, thinking that there are a lot of better things on the streets. But I can tell you for free, there is nothing on the streets. Those people that are advising you to come out from a marriage, probably they're not even married. Some of them are bearing a lot. They are bearing a lot in their own marriage. Except if a relationship or a marriage is now toxic. Please, settle your differences. Settle it.